Daedalic. A warm welcome to Deponia, the complete journey, as you can read here. I'm Lefaros, and together we'll do our best to finish that adventure game. I already tried it out a bit to see if everything's running correctly and the way it should. So I would say without any further doing, let's start a new game. Yes, we want to start a new one. Choose your inventory mode. Inventory bar, mouse wheel recommended. Well, then let's use it if they recommend it. So, as you can see, we have here 3 possible starting points. The one with 1, 4 and 8. Because Deponia was originally a trilogy, but in that game all 3 games are combined into one big one. So I would say let's start, of course, with the 1, since we don't want to start somewhere in the middle of the story. To Inkuvek.
Huh? What is it now? Wasn't the game supposed to have started already?
Yeah, well, yes. But the junk press broke down, and we thought we'd use the time for a little tutorial.
Who thought that? I don't need no stinking tutorials.
So how are you going to fix the junk press?
Just watch me and learn.
Maybe you want to listen to what I have to say first?
But you don't have anything to say.
Oh, come on. It won't be long. Just point the cursor at me and left-click.
We'll see about that.
Now, we could left-click him, but let's look at him first.
This is Wenzel, my sidekick, the eternal number 2.
You were supposed to talk to me, not look at me? If you keep that up, you'll ruin the whole tutorial.
Okay, then let's try that button.
I'm here.
Yeah, I know that.
Didn't you want to talk to me? Just point at me and left-click.
Will you stop yakking then?
Actually, I wanted to give you the next hint.
Really? How extraordinarily exciting.
Let's look at it.
Up here, Rufus. Up here.
Yes, I know.
Then let's try it.
Up here, Rufus. Up here.
Yes, I know.
And that here are as well developer comments. I think they should be in English, I hope. So I would say let's try. If they are in German, well, then we won't listen to them. But if they're in English, I don't know. If you want to listen to them, write down a short note like, yes, I want to listen to them, or if not, then, well, write as well then. They are boring, better continue with the story. So,
hearty huzzah and welcome. It's that time again, as it seems. We have released another edition of our game, sporting a developer's commentary, and you're one of the proud buyers. And that's why I'm happy to tell some delicate details about our game. And in this case, the game is Deponia, the first part of the trilogy, and since you have a developer's commentary version, naturally you also own the other 2 parts. That was an impressively clever move on your part, and before we get right into the action, we have something special here. A little tutorial. I'm pretty certain you know how to play point-and-click adventures, so in case you don't, here we will show you the ropes in a comedic manner. I hope you have, in fact, fun, and as I didn't properly introduce myself, my name is Pokey, or Jan Müller-Michaelis. Let's stick with Pokey, just Pokey. You'll get to see my face a couple more times during the trilogy, or rather my comic alter ego. Because during the game I will grab my guitar to summarize the events with a cheerful huzzah on my lips, impersonating this hobo guy in the beginning of each chapter. And of course you can click me in almost every room and I will tell you something about Deponia's production, which lasted several years. Well, not quite as long as I'll keep talking, but almost. So enjoy.
Okay then, I guess let's talk to Wenzel.
Computer, talk to Wenzel.
You don't have to say that explicitly.
Who's talking to you?
Why, you are. You clicked on me.
Smarty pants. Just tell me what's wrong with the junk press. And stop wiggling your feet.
It's pressing only very gently now and doesn't really squish sufficiently.
Hey, every idiot can see that.
Well, why don't you present the tutorial then?
Okay, piece of cake. But first, I'll explain,
Well, of course we know how to talk to someone.
how to talk to somebody.
You click on a character with the mouth icon.
No, you're completely wrong. I'm talking to you using the speech bubble icon. Everyone knows there's no mouth icon in this game, but there's a speech bubble icon to talk instead. Oh, and my favorite icon, the Rufus head icon for putting on, eating, and drinking things. If you can't even understand that, how am I ever going to be able to teach you how?
Well, how to look at things which we know?
How to look at an object.
I know that.
I see. And how?
I point my cursor at it and right-click when I see the eye icon.
Well, the theory is easy, but how about the actual practice?
Hey, this is your tutorial.
You're a cop-out, but be that as it may, I'll demonstrate. Do you see that little thingy on the floor over there? I will now use the tongue icon.
The eye icon.
Yeah, I will now click on it, thusly having a look at it. So you better watch closely.
Now we... Wait, which button was it? I think the left?
I thought you wanted to have a look at that thing on the floor.
I can see it. It's lying there.
I mean, look more closely. You just point at it and right-click when the eye icon appears.
Fine, then the right click.
What's that?
It's a cathode plunger.
Thanks for the input, Wenzel, but I recognize a hydro clamp duplexer when I see one. Too bad I can only look at it. A duplexer like that could be useful.
You can pick it up. You just have to point your cursor at it so the hand icon appears. If you left-click now, you'll pick it up.
There has to be an easier way.
If you say so.
Then left click.
Okay, I've picked up the duplexer, but what am I supposed to do with it now?
You put it into your inventory. That's where all the items go. You've picked up that object. Now you can open your inventory by using your mouse wheel.
Like,
Hey, there it is!
Correct! This is your inventory.
Yeah, I knew that.
It's where you can see what you're carrying around. You still know how to do that, don't you?
okay, we got here Yang and Ying.
What am I supposed to do with this?
It looks like a broken spare part.
Well, then watch me fix it.
Let's try pulling it over. And
Look, Wenzel, I'm almost done.
Impressive. But I mean that.
now we place the spare part at
Look,
Wenzel
Wenzel, I'm almost done.
Impressive. But I mean that.
on the button.
I believe this belongs somewhere else.
I just wanted to see if you're paying attention.
The chunk
I
press.
believe this belongs somewhere else.
I just wanted to see if you're paying attention.
Okay, then here.
Huh, it fits.
Now you have to,
Hey, you don't have to spoon feed me. I'll manage the rest.
if you say so.
That can't be that hard. Let's look at
So,
it.
this is the thing I'm supposed to fix?
You might as well give up now. It'll never work.
Look, I know, this situation might look hopeless for a layman, but as you know, hopeless is my middle name. I'll sail this ship onto the sandbank eventually.
All right.
Well, there's the buttons and buttons need to be pressed.
Rufus, there's one more thing.
I told you I'd manage without your help. Now, all I have to do is press this button here, and right away...
Oh, how I love tutorials!
It's kind of pathetic, you get all erratic about dirty dishes congesting the sink. I'm tired of your bothers, remember our fathers that dwelled in a world filled with rubbish and stink. But when all hope was lost, someone raised from the dust. He was handsome and cunning, his haircut had style. Courage was shining in his eyes as he said, screw you guys, mind your own business, I'm off now, goodbye. Huzzah, he's off now, goodbye.
Deponia.
Junk. Junk. And more junk. A life of order and happiness. Oh, my bad. That was junk too. Well, that does it. I need to leave this dump. Fortunately, this time my plan is foolproof. This time everything will work out. Where did I put my list? Heck, I really have to get away from this junkyard.
Oh, what are you? Okay, we have here a list, a suitcase, and our nice goal. So let's... Can we take the telescope?
Blech. Nah, like always, there's only junk on TV.
That's kind of true. Below.
What's this? A sock? That explains why I've had such cheesy dreams.
Oh god. How can somebody...
Ah, there's my list. Let's see. Seems like I've packed almost everything I need. All I need now are some provisions. A toothbrush, a pair of socks, and a bolt cutter. A bolt cutter? What the... Well, guess I must have had a reason to put it on the list.
Okay, then we seem to have here our very first sock that caused us some nice dreams. Well, and let's take a look. We have here shoes, an old escape plane.
Huh, my old escape plans. Some of them weren't half bad.
Only half bad, okay.
My father left me a trunk before he left me. I don't want to open it. I don't want to be disappointed yet again.
An oil can and a torch.
This could be useful.
Let's take it. And the oil can.
The oil is rancid, but I could use it for hair wax. The best thing about it is the can.
Then let's take it as well. So we got already some items. And I would say for now, let's listen to our pokey here.
Okay, and here we are in the first room, right in the beginning of the game. Here we will, of course, meet Rufus. Well, then again, I'd like you to play that part yourself and won't spoil too much. The beginning of Deponia is rather classic. That means a lot of the information about Rufus comes from trying things yourself through interaction. And there's a lot of that. Not an easy feat, I might add. By now, in the late installments, the introduction is much smoother for your convenience, but this one's more like Edna and Harvey, where you are supposed to puzzle and guess your way through the intro. And since you already clicked the developer's commentary, I'm glad to tell you that we actually convinced Rufus to come over to our studio. Hello, Rufus!
Hey, Pokey, great to be here.
Yeah, this screen must really be a trip down nostalgia lane for you. But as I said, let the players figure out where they ended up and what to do, so I'll ask you something completely different. You were voiced by Carrie Shale for this game. Do you think that he's a good choice for this very, very, very important task?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd ask. Well, first things first, I've known Carrie for quite some time. We're kind of friends. And I think he's okay with me saying this. In fact, personally, I'm very fond of him. We've been through a lot. We got to know each other when I returned from Algeria. I had some bad luck there. I don't want to go into it. And then we both rode that train in Switzerland. And again, don't want to go into that, but is he the right choice for the role? Yeah, he's great. I don't want to comment any further.
With a great role comes great responsibility, right? And great is just the right word for the challenge to interpret your work of a lifetime as a voice actor, isn't it?
Well, Chaplin always dreamed about making a Napoleon film. Eventually he didn't, but as you can't actually represent Napoleon, only replace him. And this situation is quite similar.
Okay, then I would say since we took a look here at everything, let's go down. And we got the toothbrush.
Whoa! What the toothbrush bailed out on me. Guess I should have kept it in a more germ-free environment.
The toothbrush, it almost seems a bit cute, but at the same time, I don't think it's safe to toothbrush with it anymore. What is that here?
Another note from Tony. What's she complaining about now? Will you please clean the bathroom for once? Yeah, right, in her dreams.
Anything we got in there? Nope. Okay.
Blech. What gnat's piss? Ugh.
Is that water? Okay then.
I usually leave that stuff for Tony. I've only used it once. But all my clothes got discolored, and the shed burned down.
Okay, that sounds not very good.
A bolt cutter is a pretty useless gadget if you think about it.
But we need it, so let's try.
Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it.
Okay, that way we can't catch it, sadly. A fork?
I don't see why I, of all people, should do the dishes. I mean, Tony has much more experience with it.
It doesn't hurt to get some. I have no idea for what we're collecting it, but doesn't hurt.
I don't see why I, of all people, should do the dish. I mean, Tony has...
Okay, that we know. Then take the pot. And we got a malicious memo.
Do the dishes already. They won't do themselves. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll take that chance.
Well, the sink's clean. We did them.
Blech. What gnat's piss. Ugh.
Okay, and another post-it.
You scoffed all the food yet again, and I keep finding your crap in the fridge. What the hell's wrong with you? Huh? I don't understand the question.
Then let's take a look here. A sock. Okay.
How did this end up here?
I don't think a sock can be considered food.
These coats are incredible. Unbelievable how much stuff you can cram into the pockets.
Anything?
I'll have a quick look. See if I can find something useful in the pockets. Hey, there really was something in there. A sock. Cool.
We have 3 socks. Can we
Well,
combine?
those are 2 socks, all right. But I need a pair. I don't want to show up in Elysium dressed like an idiot.
So we have 3 socks. Okay.
No, I haven't finished packing yet.
There's another memo. What is in there?
You're not supposed to eat on the sofa. I keep finding leftovers in it. Huh? Well, isn't that a good thing?
Depends on what kind of condition they are.
The good old sofa. Too bad I can't fit it into my escape pod. I've had the most amazing ideas sitting here. Plus, you can always find leftovers in it.
Then can we take them?
Seems there are still some wasabi peas in there. But without something to put them into, I'm not collecting them.
We need some with the pot. Maybe.
Seems there are still some wasabi, but I need a bit. The pot has no lid. They might end up rolling around in my inventory.
Okay, then the can with oil.
It already has plenty of oil stains.
Then let's...
Let's get rid of this thing.
Now we have a can and some wasabi peanuts in the sofa.
Seems there are still some wasabi peas in there. I guess these will make good provisions for the journey.
At least they're not moving like the toothbrush.
Huh, not a chance. The handle is missing and I can't get my fingers into the cracks.
So... Can we use a fork, maybe?
Huh, not a chance. Although I can reach inside the crack, I don't have enough leverage.
Now you need leverage. With a bolt cutter?
Huh, not a chance. Although I can reach inside the crack, I don't have enough leverage.
Okay then. Can we somehow catch it? Maybe with one of the socks?
I wonder if I can find the second sock in here.
No. Anything from here?
Locked. Tony must have the key. This is Tony's room, the lion's den, or more aptly, the dragon's lair.
Can we go inside? We can!
Wow, what's that? A guillotine so I won't enter her room? Whoa, that girl has issues. I honestly wonder why we were ever together, at all.
What's written on it?
Stay out of my room. You have no business in there anymore. Who does Tony think she is? I've got better things to do than rummage through her drawers.
Okay then. Downstairs with you. So let's take a look at the list. We got
All that's missing is a bolt cutter, for whatever reason.
our provision, the bolt cutter, no pair of socks, and the toothbrush as well missing. Well... Bunch of
I guess
notes.
I could smudge the note this way. But why should I? I'm not reading the notes anyway. In
Okay.
you go.
Okay. Now we have memos in the oven.
That'll give me satisfaction.
But what usage does it have? Can we burn it? No, at least we have heated in. Can we as well hunt the toothbrush? Maybe?
Nope. The corner once was a good hiding place, but that's the first place Tony'll look.
Okay then. Okay. I guess let's continue it from here in the next episode. Well, I hope you like that new project that I have played a tiny bit, but not really that far, so I hope to discover with you that new and interesting world together. So see you in the next one!